Introduction. Setting the scene. Imagine growing up in a world where your playground isn't the park outside, but the endless scroll of a phone screen. That's the reality for today's children and teens. In The Anxious Generation, Jonathan Haidt explores how the rise of smartphones and social media has quietly rewired childhood, turning what should be years of exploration and resilience into years of anxiety and fragility. From play-based to phone-based childhoods. For most of human history, kids grew up through play, climbing trees, biking around neighborhoods, inventing games, and sometimes even getting into a little bit of trouble. Those moments built courage, problem-solving skills, and independence. But over the last 10 to 15 years, something shifted. Childhood moved indoors, into a digital space. Instead of exploring the world with friends, many kids now explore the online world, scrolling, liking, and comparing themselves to endless images of others. Haidt argues this shift is not just a small change. It's like replacing healthy food with candy. It feels fun in the moment, but it leaves young people weaker, lonelier, and more anxious in the long run. The mental health crisis. So what's the cost of this digital childhood? Rates of anxiety, depression, and loneliness among teens have skyrocketed. This isn't just a coincidence. Haidt connects it directly to the explosion of smartphone use, especially among girls, who often feel the brunt of social comparison on apps like Instagram and TikTok. Think of it like this. If your self-worth depends on how many likes you get, you're basically letting strangers decide how you feel about yourself every day. That's a recipe for constant stress. Why phones make it worse. Smartphones aren't just tools, they're like little slot machines in our pockets. Every notification, every ding, is a pull of the lever, releasing a shot of dopamine. And just like a casino, the system is designed to keep you hooked. For kids and teens whose brains are still developing, it's almost impossible to resist. Instead of building resilience by facing real-world challenges, they're caught in a loop of instant gratification and online validation. The loss of independence. At the same time, parents have become more protective in the real world. Many kids don't get to roam the neighborhood or walk to school alone anymore. Ironically, while we've locked down their freedom outside, we've given them almost unlimited freedom online. Haidt calls this the Great Swap. Less independence in real life, more exposure to the risks of the digital world. And the trade-off is leaving kids underprepared for adulthood. What can be done? Haidt doesn't just sound the alarm, he also suggests solutions. The big idea is to restore balance by bringing back a more play-based childhood. That means delaying smartphones and social media until kids are older and more ready. Encouraging outdoor play, independence, and real-world friendships. Setting boundaries at home like tech-free meals or no phones in bedrooms at night. These steps aren't about banning technology forever. They're about giving kids back the chance to grow strong offline so they can use tech wisely later. Wrap up. The core. Message. At its heart, the anxious generation is a wake-up call. Childhood is meant to be a training ground for life, not a holding pen for scrolling. If we want healthier, happier kids, we need to rethink the environment they're growing up in. Jonathan Haidt's message is simple but powerful. Let's put childhood back in the real world and teach our kids to be creators of their own lives, not just consumers of endless content.